Not long, because as soon as somebody comes sweep me off my feet, his ass is grass. I'm telling you that right now.
He like grass.
He will be brown.
So how can you
Brown grass.
How can you be friends with him and not resent him?
I felt that it was childish. You know what I'm saying? I still feel, and this is a thing, because he's a narcissist, everything is your fault. You know what I'm saying? And when he first came with me with trying to get back with me, the approach was still wrong, because he was like, I don't want to talk about nothing that happened in the past, so you don't want to talk about the bullshit that you did.
When I think about your past with your dad, there was a lot of unanswered questions until you were 34. Do you really want to have anybody in your space that you have not forgiven yet, and that is still having you linger with unanswered questions?
Because most people will show you who they are within them 90 days. And you have to know what you can tolerate and what you cannot tolerate.
Why do you feel you could tolerate a narcissist?
I can't.
When you cutting this man off? Hey everybody, it's your girl DJ. We're playing for Keeps Dating Abbott podcast, and today I have my girl Zippy. She is a writer and a spoken word artist. Now she is here for Dating Chronicles, where you give a funny, crazy, or lesson learned dating story. But before we dive into all of that, I like to learn about all of my guests. So I want to learn more about you, kind of what you got going on here in Atlanta, and just all of that good stuff.
Okay, like you said, I'm a spoken word artist. I've been writing for a while now, you know what I'm saying? So I write about daddy issues and childhood trauma and stuff like that. I have a couple of things that's recorded, that I do at O'Reilly's Sharon Showcase on Covington Highway every Thursday night. Yeah, she have the Talent Showcase every Thursday. And I have a book on Amazon called My Pain. And then I have another book that I'm getting ready to release called 10 Ways to Cheat, that I reference to football, that I think everybody would enjoy, because it's kind of like unisex.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So if you read it, you can take it either way.
Okay.
It's not like for women or for men. It's like both all together.
Got you. Okay. So what got you into writing? First off, tell me a little bit about you, and then you talk about writing specifically for daddy issues, cheating. I would love to hear your past story.
Okay, well, you know, my mom and dad, they had 5 kids together. And my dad was because he's a tractor-trailer driver, so he was in a truck accident in 91. You know what I'm saying? Where it was an 18-year-old, he was a drunk driver, and he was driving down Buford Highway on the wrong side of the road. So my dad did everything he could to keep from hitting him. But when his car came into the tractor, because my dad was bobtailing, so when the car came into the tractor, it smashed. So they had to cut him out. You know what I'm saying? So the police was telling my dad, you know, it's not your fault because we could smell the alcohol before we even pulled up. But he was only 18 years old. So instead of my dad going to get counseling, he turned to drugs, and it affected the whole family. So that's where my daddy issue poems come from. And my sister's like, well, you know, don't talk about that because they're going to talk about you. They talked about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Black people all try to sweep everything under the rug. You have to be able to talk about what's going on. So I write everything down on paper. And then I just go and I recite it in front of, an audience. I do exotic poetry. You know what I'm saying? I do poetry about pain and past and hurt and all of that stuff.
I got one more question.
Okay.
You got to give us a performance real quick. I got to hear something. But my question for you is, how did your life change from how was it before to when your dad started drugs?
Well, I didn't. Yeah. I only remember like what happened from 12 and up. Anything before that, you know what I'm saying, I would know. I just thought that life was good and everything was lavish, you know what I'm saying, because I was a child, you know what I'm saying? So when I got old enough to realize what was going on, a lot of stuff I did not understand. I was 34 years old before I had the conversation with my dad. And my mom was dead and gone. She died in 2011.
Dang, how did you see it affecting your mom though?
Yeah, it affected her a lot.
Is that how you put pieces together, you think, for yourself? Was it through your mother, or was it just through, you just started noticing stuff?
It was what I saw. Okay. Until I was old enough to understand, I just based it off of what I saw and what I heard. You know what I'm saying?
So I know your dad, so you said he was a truck driver. Was he even really present like that because he was always on the road, or was he somebody?
No, he was not.
Okay, so it was even harder for you to even tell that he was?
Right, because he was always working. And my mom wasn't at the time.
Got you. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just wondering, how did him being on drugs impact you per se?
Because we struggled at some point in time in our life. Yeah. We struggled. You know what I'm saying? My mama had to work like 2-3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cars getting repoed, barely keeping food in the house. It was a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot.
That's what I was trying to get you to.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. Thinking of, because like you say, you write about daddy issues. Mm-hmm. Your relationship with your father, how do you think that it impacted your dating life?
It did a lot, and I'm going to tell you why. Because my mom and daddy had 4 girls and 1 boy. Okay. And daddies are supposed to be around to teach the daughter about the men, the do's and the don'ts, what to do, what not to do, what to look for, what not to look for. But when you out there by yourself, you have to learn everything on your own. Yeah. And that's more traumatizing than how you even grew up.
Got you. What kind of guys do you feel you like kind of lean more towards?
Street guys.
Street guys?
Mm-hmm. And I'm looking for like a blue collar 9-to-5 square dude.
Damn, you looking for that nigga?
I don't want no thug, no drug dealer. None of that.
Goddamn. I feel you. I can relate. I know my dad worked a lot, and then when he was home, he wasn't present with us.
Right.
So for me, I lean more towards dismissive people trying to prove something to those dismissive.
Yes, I got used a lot too, because I felt like if I was nice or I gave them money or I treated them a certain type of way, then they were all but they was only there for me because of what I can do for them. But when I got old enough to understand you got me effed up, then everything changed. Because we're not doing that.
What boundaries do you set now versus back then?
Respect. That's a big one. And loyalty. And honesty. Got you. The first time you tell me a lie, there's nothing that I can do with you.
Got you. How big, white, small, it don't matter.
It does not matter.
That's it.
Because if you lie, you'll kill. So I can't trust you.
Got you. So before we dive into this dating story, I gotta hear some spoken word. You go out there every week.
Oh Lord.
I gotta hear a song. You writing books about cheating and comparing it to football. You gotta, man. I want to hear something.
Okay. Okay. My love language is physical touch. Right. So I wrote one called Love Language. I have 1, 2, and 3. I haven't recited 3 yet, but I do 1 a lot. So this how it goes. I love the smell of your cologne. I love the way your body caresses mine when we intertwine. I love the way our bodies are shaped when you're next to mine. You embrace me, you fill me up with your cum. As it pours back out, I clutch my legs, only hoping to give you that seed that's a part of you and I. As I walk across the room to take that shower, only for you to brace me again. Your broad shoulders completes me. I feel a sense of security when you're near me. So please never leave me. That's our love language. You make me feel safe and secure as I say I do. And all I want is to build an everlasting love with you. As I ride and my mind is going wild, as I move in and out and out and in. I close my eyes as I take this ride to climax. No man could ever make me feel like this. You constantly bring out the best of it. See, ladies, what I'm describing is a black man. A man that can do what no other man can. So as we take this journey of black love and intimacy, just know that I got you and you got me, because that's our love language.
Oh, I love it. All the images split in my mind too.
You go home and make a baby.
I'll go back, but I don't want to more damn kid. But I bet I ain't gonna say what the image that really popped in my mind, but popped in my mind. That was good. That was good. Okay, you are here for Dating Chronicles, where you get a funny, crazy, or lesson learned dating story? When you dig into the vaults, what do you have for us today? I only say that because I think about myself. I have quite a few myself.
Funny, chronicle, or lesson learned?
Yeah, funny, crazy, or
lesson learned. Oh, Lord, that is something. I was dating this guy one time. Actually, it was pretty recent.
Okay.
And you know how you first meet somebody, y'all energies like kick off and y'all vibing and all that stuff.
Yes.
Somebody came and told him something about me that was not true.
Okay.
Instead of him asking me, the way he treated me changed. So the relationship lasted like 1 month, right? Mm-hmm. So then when he finds out that what was said wasn't true, now he wants to come back. Wow. And I have a problem with that.
Right.
Because now I don't trust you. You're capable of anything.
Right.
So,
because it's communication.
Right. I'm like, it's not really nothing there.
Especially if it was only, well, you know, a lot of things happen in one. Tell me why you bring this particular scenario up, because do you think about it?
Because he's trying to come back.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm also a CDL holder. I drive tractor trailers, 18-wheelers. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, we can go into business together and, you know what I'm saying, we can, you know, make some money, right? So before that, he was trying to get back to me. This would piss me off. Okay. I miss how I was when I was with you. Is that for me? Is that for you or for me? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no.
It's how he was when he was with you.
Right.
Was he more business-minded, you would say?
He was always business-minded, but I guess that because of my spirit and the type of person that I am, he likes to joke a lot and laugh a lot all the time. So if he said, I love to laugh. It's good for the soul. So if he made me laugh, you know what I'm saying, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't like men that play all the time. And I tell them all the time, you play entirely too much, but it'd be funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? Then he was like, we're going to go into business together. And I was like, well, this is what pissed me off. Because I was like, I'm not going to jump back into a relationship with you. I'll be your friend first. Instead of him saying, okay, let's be friends, let me man up and show you something different, he got angry with me.
Oh, that's a good
right. He got angry. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, well, you can go into business with somebody else then, because I can't be bothered. Because I'm not going to put all my time and energy and effort into making money and building money for you to go give it to somebody else. We're not doing that. I'm not going to do it. You cannot play with people's emotions. I'm not doing that. So I told him, go find you another business partner, because I'm a grown woman. I'm grown. I'm not a child. I'm too smart and intelligent to be silenced. And then on top of that, he's a narcissist.
Yeah, he definitely, if he got angry like that and didn't want to even be friends.
Right. And I told him, I was like, won't answer, man up. Show me something different. You showing me the same person you was 2 months ago.
Is he showing you the same people that you've seen in your past too?
No, because I was in a abusive relationship with my child's father. So no, he doesn't. He's very protective over women. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He's very protective over women. So that's not an issue. It's just a simple fact that I felt like I was paying for other women since the day that I met him. You understand what I'm saying?
I think I understand what you're saying.
Right, because, you know, they be scarred and so scorned. They'll put you in that category before you can even put yourself in it, which I would never do anyway.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
So you felt like he put you in that category because he didn't come to you when he heard.
Right. Yep. He just assumed that it was true and I did it and we done. I was like, okay. All right. I mean, I can't. I have too much going on to run behind anybody. My own child can't even take my peace. It's not going to happen.
You shouldn't run behind anybody. What? So, okay, so he trying to come back. He got mad. Are you still talking to him or as a friend?
Yes, I still talk to him as a friend until he shows me different. If he doesn't show me anything different, we can't go anywhere.
How did y'all reconcile after he got mad? Did y'all even reconcile?
This is what he did. Because I'm a spoken word artist.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so like a couple of weeks after that, he pops up at Sharon Showcase. I act like I ain't even see him. I act like I did not even see him. And he put himself in my peripheral vision I act like I ain't even see him. So a couple of weeks ago, he came again, looked at him, rolled my eyes, act like I didn't see him. And then he was like, dang, Zippy, I can't even get a high five. Gave me a little high five, went on the back doing what I was doing. The next morning, because I had to be up at 5 o'clock to be to work by 6, he texted my phone at 5:34 in the morning.
Trying to get you to respond.
I responded like 10:30.
Yeah.
It was like 5-6 hours later.
You sound like you like this man, though.
I do like him, but he's going to have to show me something different. He cannot be the same because it's not going to work. It won't work. We're not going to get anywhere.
How do you feel he's going to be able to show you something different versus what he showed you when y'all kind of...
He going to have to change who he is. I can't change him. He got to be willing to change himself.
Got you. So, how do you... Like, okay, so because like you said, you slowly responded to him, you know.
And then he was like, oh, you must got a man because you sending these dry texts. I'm like, but I'm saying to myself, dude, like, what do you want from me? I did everything I was supposed to do as a woman. You didn't do nothing you were supposed to do as a man. So what happened is not my fault. And it's really not my problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, what do you want from me?
When you gonna be nice to him next time you see him? Because you say y'all friends.
I am nice to him.
You be ignored.
But no, I'm nice to him, but I'm not gonna be in a relationship with him until he change who he is. And if he don't change, the relationship will never happen.
I ain't talking about a relationship. I'm talking about the friendship part.
The friendship is okay. I mean, this is the thing. I'm not like the thirsty type. You know what I'm saying? So, I might text his phone or I might call him.
I think that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Or he'll text me or he'll call me. You know what I'm saying? He might want me to do something for him. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, sometimes people have a lot of stuff going on, but I just can't. I just know it's not going to work until he man up.
Man up. What about like, he got to man up as a friend too?
No, he could be who he are as a friend.
Yeah.
But if he's going to date me, he can't be like he is now.
But I'm asking you, and this base, correct me if I hear you wrong. Like you mentioned, he came to spoken word, and you.
And at that time, the one I just recited to you,
yeah.
I had a co-host, but he turned out not to be reliable. So we on the stage grinding and everything. I been with the shits.
Yo. Oh my God.
Can you imagine me doing that with a co-host?
Oh my God.
All on top of his lap.
Yo, he was there? Oh. He done put on a show for your friend.
He'll be all right.
Okay. Here's my question. Because you said, okay, we could be friends, right? Are you still angry? Because you said are you still angry at the fact that he believes somebody else over you? Does that still anger you?
Yes. Because he should have been man enough to ask me. See, this is the thing. You have to know who you're with. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I want a man to know me enough to know if somebody came to them and said something, they would say, Zippy didn't do that, or Zippy didn't say that, because I know who she is as a person. Right. But you didn't even take the time to get to know who I was as a person. You listened to what somebody else said, and it changed the way that you treated me. And then he found out a couple of months later it wasn't true. Now he's back. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make no sense at all. Now, I wanted to get on the friend thing because I'm like, you can't hate somebody.
I don't hate him.
No, you can't hate something that somebody did or feel resentment and be friends. You could tell by you was ignoring his ass the couple of times you saw him. Because for you to be friends and not wait to, he texts you at 5:30 and you're like, to get him on the way till 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
The energy you putting out, it seems like resentful energy.
Okay. That could be true. Yeah, I can agree with that.
So when do you feel you can get in a space where it's like, okay, I could talk to this man and he just my friend, or his feelings just still there and you trying to see what he gonna do? Because like you said, you can't change him.
Right.
You can't arm wrestle him into...
I'll tell you this, he running out of time.
Okay. So he finna be bye-bye. Even if he pop up on you.
But see, the thing about it is that I'm trying to get myself together. I'm looking for somebody that I can build with.
Because it sounds like you even just said it. He didn't even take the time to get to know me because he didn't, first of all, even if he didn't say, well, Zippy didn't do that, he didn't even have enough nerve to come to you and be like, hey, this so-and-so said this.
Well, see, this is the thing. When I left, when the incident happened at the club, and I left and I went home and I went to bed because I know I had to be to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. I woke up to like 6 missed calls because my phone goes on do not disturb at 8 o'clock because if something wakes me up, I can't go back to sleep and then I'm irritated. So I was like, you called me 6 times. I was like, what's up? Something wrong? And he should have said then, this is what I heard. He said, no, nothing is wrong. We good. And then everything changed. And I'm trying to figure out what in the world is this man problem?
You probably scared the shit out of his ass.
No, I'm just like, what is the problem? I had to hear it from somebody else, which made me go on a spiral. I'm an Aries, so if you piss me off, we in full-blood savage mode.
Yeah,
we'll be the pettiest person you could ever meet if you rub us the wrong way.
I know.
So I went full-blown savage because I was like, how dare you? You understand what I'm saying? Why you didn't ask me? You're a grown man, da-da-da-da, this and that. Girl, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. It was awful because I had to hear from somebody else when he could have just said, this is what I heard about you. Is it true? You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, no, it's not. Like, what are you talking about? That's not even who I am. I've never had a threesome. I'm 46. I've never had a threesome. I don't sleep with women. I do not sleep around. Because there's certain things that a woman cannot do and still be called a lady. Mm-hmm. I'm a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? So if you hear something, ask me. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be like, you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's irritating. It's very irritating.
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. In regards to, because you said, we could be friends.
Right. I told him that because I don't want to jump into a relationship with him and then everything still be the same.
Have you even thought about what that looks like?
What?
While you see if he's going to change as a man. For you, have you thought about what a friendship even looks like?
No. Mm-mm. I haven't. It's just a one day at a time thing for me. You either do or you don't. I'm going to be good regardless.
You definitely going to be good regardless.
I'm very transparent. You either do or you don't. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like for people to waste my time.
Got you.
And this is the thing that I noticed. Mm-hmm. He's hurt because I said, I don't mind being your friend. He thought that I was going to jump back into a relationship with him, so now he feels some type of way. But instead of you acting out, change, do something different. You're not going to get me like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to come back like that. It's not going to work.
So you say he has a time limit, though?
Yeah, he does. Because I'm a beautiful black woman.
You definitely are.
And I have $1 million mindset, and I have a business mindset, and I'm trying to find somebody to elevate with before they shut this country back down.
I feel that. So
I need some land.
I feel that.
And a farm.
So why not be his friend and just date?
Because.
So you know what I'm saying? Because it seems like you like him.
I do like him, but it's almost to the point where
y'all not together, so it's not like. So even if
I'm giving him a chance to not let me slip through the cracks.
He's definitely gonna slip through the cracks.
He gonna let me slip through the cracks, and then he gonna be asked out.
Right, but then as an Aries, you're not gonna give him a lot of time put it in your head. But but you wasting time right now, even continuing. Cause how old is he?
49.
Do you? Come on, Lil. You know me. I mean, now men change, right? And they change for the woman that they want.
Right.
But it's not, I don't think it's ever an overnight thing.
No, it's not.
So how long are you willing to wait? That's
not long. Not long, because as soon as somebody comes sweep me off my feet, his ass is grass. I'm going to tell you that right now.
He like grass.
He will be brown.
So how can you
brown grass?
How can you be friends with him and not resent him for believing this other person? Because I like when he called, if you got some free time.
I felt that it was childish. You know what I'm saying? I still feel, and this is a thing, because he's a narcissist, everything is your fault. You know what I'm saying? And when he first came with me with trying to get back with me, the approach was still wrong, because he was like, I don't want to talk about nothing that happened in the past, or you don't want to talk about the bullshit that you did. That's what you don't want to talk about.
Right.
Because, it's still a lot of unanswered questions. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And whether you be with somebody or not, a lot of people leave these relationships without closure.
Can I say something to you real quick?
What?
You just said there's a lot of unanswered questions.
Mm-hmm.
When I think about your past with your dad, there was a lot of unanswered questions until you were 34.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want to have anybody in your space that you have not forgiven yet, and that is still having you linger with unanswered questions?
No, I don't. That's a very good question. Nope. Nope. I don't. And see, another thing is that his mom is crazy about me. You understand what I'm saying? And she said, our spirits connect, and what I'm saying, she wants me over there all the time, and I go see her every single day. Every day I go see her. Talk to her on the phone. That's my boo. I go see her every day.
I have a couple of exes who loved me, but their sons were trash.
That part.
And I had to tell her, like,
oh, they know he trash.
Yeah, I was like, let's keep our relationship.
When he came to me about the friend thing, she told me, she was like, don't take him serious. She was like, he just trying to figure out what you doing and what you got going on. That's why he said that to you. I was like, well, that's effing your money. Remember the thing I sent you?
Yeah.
Could we curse on you?
Yes, you can.
Fucking your money. He fucked his pockets. Because I have a CDL, right?
Right.
So when the question came up, let's be business partners, I was like, okay, well, I don't mind doing that, because I know everything about driving a truck.
Yeah.
Booking loads. I booked my own loads. I drove 18-wheelers. I drove box trucks. I've done day cabs. I've done all of that. So I know everything about it. I could teach him whatever he wants to know about the truck, right? So he gonna say, we can't be in a relationship right now, because we don't need all of these emotions getting into what we trying to do. I was like, okay, well, how long do I have to wait? He was like, about a year and a half when we stack our paper. Check this out. A year and a half when we stack our paper. And I was like, a year and a half? That seemed like a very long time. He was like, no, we'll be set by then. And then I was like, no, I ain't doing that. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I said, because I'm not going to put all my time and energy and effort to build money with somebody for them to go give it to somebody else, and then I be down there at the jailhouse where my sister worked at. When I called my sister and say they got me in holding.
Gotcha.
You cannot play with people's emotions. That's why I backed out of it. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather find somebody that is willing to be in a relationship and build, and then after we stack our paper, we still together. I'm not going to stack my paper with you. We make all this money together, and then you be like, all right, I'm good. Thanks. We ain't doing that.
Let me ask you a question. Your ex-husband, did you build with him?
No.
Tell me a little bit about just that. And so you said no, you didn't build with him.
Mm-mm. We was married for 5 years.
Did you pour into him in any type of way?
A lot. And he stuck his dick in everything that the law allowed.
You come off as somebody who knows how to navigate with projects. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it very hard for you to just sit back and be in relationships?
No, because I don't want to be by myself. I want to be loved. I want to feel loved. I want to give it and receive it.
I get the sense. Is it hard for you to just sit back and be? Like, in regards to, in some way you have to be resourceful in the relationship. In some way you have to be contributing, monetary wise. that makes you feel, what would you say that makes you feel?
Important. Like I have value, like I'm wanted. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. Have you ever been in a situation where it wasn't like that?
All the time.
With a man, how did those relationships end?
Drama, because I felt insecure and unwanted, and it felt like I wasn't heard and wasn't listened to, and it just didn't end well. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be silenced, because I'm a very strong Black woman. A lot of men they don't know how to deal with women that are stronger than them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I can meet somebody on my level without us clashing, I think I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? But most men, not all of them, most men can't tolerate women that are stronger than them.
Gotcha. What would a man on your level look like, you think?
He would be respectful, loyal, independent, determined, have a lot of ambition. You know what I'm saying? And willing to willing to make the money, so in 5-10 years, we could sit down or we could travel and see the world. All our kids are grown. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no kids to raise. You ain't got no kids to raise. And we just live life.
If a man is like you in the relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
How would you maneuver in their relationship?
If he was like me, we probably wouldn't get along, because two of the same don't work. But see, this is the thing. I don't have a problem with a man being the head. I don't have no problem with following a man. This is my problem. This is my problem. I'm not gonna be submissive in a relationship. That's what wives do. These men want women to be submissive in relationships, and then they still go choose somebody else. And then I'm at the cab county. See? I'm serious.
I know, I feel you. But then you got to think about what you was thinking of, you were willing to do for the guy that we just was talking about. He was willing to go ahead and help with building his business.
I'm not going to do it because he does not, because I won't do it because he and his feelings about me saying I'll be your friend.
I thank God that he got in his feelings and he got angry, because if you would have ended up building this business with him, I think you would have found yourself in a predicament of you helping him build this boat. And then, not saying that he would leave, but I don't think you would fully be happy with this person. Mm-hmm. From based off of what you just said, okay, he ran to somebody else. No, not ran to somebody else. He listened to somebody else. Mm-hmm. And then also you even made a comment. Yeah, you didn't feel like he fully got to know you.
Right. That's my biggest thing. If I'm dating somebody or and realistically, it only takes you 3 months to know somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people always say, well, we don't know each other till we live together. That's not true. No, that's not true at all, because you can know somebody in 3 months just by dating them and studying them and finding out who they are. Because most men that I've ran into have talked themselves out of a whole relationship and didn't even know it, because of what came out their mouth. Because most people will show you who they are within them 90 days. And you have to know what you can tolerate and what you cannot tolerate.
Why do you feel you could tolerate a narcissist?
I can't.
When you cutting this man off? When we cutting this man off, dear?
When I find somebody else.
I think...
to get me in trouble.
This is me speaking.
I've heard the shit.
I used to get, like I kind of explained, like I had a dad who was super dismissive. So that I would get with dismissive people, narcissists, the whole 9 yards. Mm-hmm. And I would find myself in proving mode. Sometimes that is trying to help them build business. Sometimes that is giving them money and being what they call now a trick or whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's something, I'm saying that's like helping them as far as like, okay, maybe they behind on something. Yeah, money in that way, like helping them.
Right.
You know, trying to prove myself. And then I found out I approach relationships like I approach my work. So for me, I'm in HR, and within my family, I make the most money. I was the resourceful one. I was this and that, and I was approaching relationships in that way. And within like childhood, that's kind of what in my own subconscious, that's what helped me survive. If I'm resourceful, I'm not easily discarded.
Right.
And I subconsciously carried that into my romantic relationships, and guys who weren't on that, who didn't need anything, I didn't know what to do in those type of relationships. So I would find a way to sabotage it.
Okay.
I was used to drama. I like drama. You remind me of that. I like drama. And this man wasn't giving it to me. And he wasn't giving it to me by making me feel less than. He wasn't giving it to me by, oh, I need your help with this. Oh, I need this. I need it right now. It was just peace. And for the longest time, it just felt like chaos to me because I didn't know how to operate in those spaces with men like that. So I would sabotage the relationships, creating my own little drama to just kind of break it off. You know what I'm saying? But as I've learned better, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I don't want a man who needs me to. I don't mind you building the boat, not add maybe the steering wheel,
Right.
flag. I don't mind that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But if you literally are like, I want to start a business, but you don't know what you want to do, or maybe you see, oh, I have something, but you haven't started on it yet,
Right.
and I'm literally building the boat, I don't want nothing to do with that. So that's why that came up in my head listening to you talk in a way. And that's why I asked you, do you have a problem with just being in a relationship? Like just being with a man who they don't need no help per se. They need help in other ways, but they don't need no help as far as like anything physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever, what do you think about that for yourself? Everything that I said. Can you relate to it?
You dealing with a man that don't need your help?
Or just being, just how does that make you feel first off? Just being in a relationship. Let's start there. How does that make you feel? Just close your eyes and think on that for a second. You ain't building no type of boat. This man he ain't coming with no drama. He ain't, just close your eyes. How does that make you feel? Like when you really think about it. That shit was chaotic for me 5 years ago. Because I never really sat and I thought, because I was so used to my mom and my dad relationship dynamic was very chaotic. My mom was always there for my dad. My dad was an alcoholic and he caused a lot of chaos and drama in the house. So that's what I was used to. Right. Along with my dad, like I said, also being dismissive and really not paying us any attention. Like, so that's what I lean towards because that's what my nervous system was used to. So I just wonder, do you feel like you can relate?
It's weird because sometimes I want to be in a long-term relationship and sometimes I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like you meet these guys and they come off to be a certain type of way, and then you find out that they're not what they put themselves out there to be, and then it's almost like a waste of time and a disappointment. Because I could have been doing something else with my time, but I invested my time into you, and you trash.
See, I know a lot of older women, not even that much older than me, but a lot of older women, they don't believe in date. Like I just brought up,
right?
You still want to be friends, and you don't want to date.
No, but see, this is the thing. The way that this world is now, nobody has time for dating. You need to find somebody that you can get along with, that you can work with, and y'all just try to build something together. Don't nobody got time for that.
I used to think
ain't nobody doing traditional dating anymore. You know how you invite the guy over and your mom would cook, and then, you know what I'm saying, or y'all would cook at each other's house and all that stuff. Nobody's doing that anymore. People are actually finding people that they can have something with, and they just pairing up.
And it's trash out there because of that. So, but I know people are also going out on dates and doing activities together and stuff like that.
But see, this is the thing that separates me from a whole lot of women. Okay. If I'm not attracted to you, I don't want your money. If I'm not attracted to you, you don't have to take me to dinner. We don't have to. I don't want to go to the movies. I don't want to go to dinner. I don't want to do none of that. I have to be attracted to you for you to even take me out to eat.
Do you? What do you, how you meeting people? That's how you meeting people? That's fine. Now you know how you meet people.
Well, that guy I met through some associates of mine.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And that was just blew up. But it just be like if I go to the grocery store or, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But it's just like, it'd be like, you know, I don't know. They approach me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't approach me.
Yeah, you tall.
I don't approach me and they approach me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like that. Now, what's up with dating apps? You ain't never been on one? Have you been on any?
I went on one date. I went to the movies and saw The Color Purple.
Oh, so that was recent.
But
or was that long?
That was whenever it first came out.
Oh.
But the problem with him was a lot of trauma from women. He talked about a lot what women did to him in the past. And you cannot bring your past into previous relationships. It causes problems. So I knew from what he said out his mouth that it wasn't going to work. We went on one date and that was it.
Damn, he let all that out on one date? Yeah, now that is first date.
Mm-hmm. I was like, nope,
yeah,
I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Not going to work.
So that was one of the first. So you ain't been on no dating apps ever?
A dating app?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to be on, what is it, Black People Meet?
How was your experience there?
They trifling.
How many people were you dating?
I dated one guy on Black People Meet, just one.
Just one, okay.
And come to find out, he was in a full-blown relationship. Had been in a relationship for like a couple of years. They were so deep into the relationship that the lady was helping him raise his daughter because he wasn't a single father.
Damn. Come on, single.
I'm so sick of these trifling.
Okay, so trifling. We can't say men are trifling.
Well, most of them are. He was trifling. He was not a good person.
No, he wasn't. No, he didn't sound like a good person. But I will say this, and I know you probably gonna disagree with me. Getting to know people and dating, it is a numbers game. Mm-hmm. It's a numbers game. So that means putting your eggs in one basket, and
you can't do that though.
Then saying that men are trash after that, and I know dating different people can be exhausting.
Yes, but see, that's the thing. I won't date more than one person at one time.
You won't even get to know them?
I will only date one person at a time. I won't go on like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different days. That's too many people to keep up with.
Why don't you try 2 or 3? Try 2 or 3. And then if one mess up, then you just add another one in the rotation. 2 or 3 at a time. Until somebody do right and they commit. That's how you do it now.
Really?
I'm dead.
Say like 3, 4 people at one time.
Let's do 2 or 3 for you, because you just said 2 or 3, okay? And then if one start acting crazy, you know what I'm saying? Then,
right.
All right. You'll be able to.
But don't you have to have some type of attraction to date them in the first place?
You actually absolutely do. You found 2 or 3 that you're attracted to.
Okay, I haven't found any yet.
Because you need to get on. It's 2024. I'm going to get on these apps. We gonna download. It ain't gotta be. We get playing from grown men. It's some grown men,
some real men.
Yeah, I don't believe it. We gonna download this other one.
I don't believe it.
You not been trans.
So these dating apps. These dating apps are out of control.
They are but everybody's in there, right? Mm-hmm. There's trashy men, there's the good men, and then there's the in between. Okay. And then there's also, we got to evaluate ourselves, right?
Right.
What are we? Which I know you know very well much about, especially with the things that you write and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, what can I be doing to get into these relationships? And then when I do get into these relationships, what role am I playing to continue to get the same outcome? Like when we look at all of that and we heal all of that, we're always healing, even
right.
But as we're healing all of that, we'll not even attract better partners, because we attract everything, but we'll lean more towards healthier partners. Mm-hmm. So yes, I'm a big advocate on dating multiple people. Okay. I agree with you. 3, 4, 5, it's a lot. Especially when you're busy, you a trip, so you busy. But if you can do 2 or 3, okay, and when one start acting crazy, but that's why That's why it'll be easier for you to dump the narcissist, because you already got two other ones, or even just one other one in rotation. Okay, you acting crazy. Okay, well, Billy Bob, he doing all right. We gonna keep on dating. We gonna see how it goes. And then, like you said, it takes only 3 months. If you feel like 3 months has went by and that person still ain't doing what they supposed to do, showing you something, then you move on. And you add another 2 into the rotation, and you date and you get to know people until somebody says, "Hey, Zippy, like, I want to make this official. I don't try to date other people. I want to be with you." And if for you a perfect relationship is getting together and building, then that's what it's gonna be.
And another thing that I found out, that most men, not all of them, most men don't like the fact of women dating more than one person at one time.
Of course, a lot of them don't, because, well, the ones that don't, let me tell you something. And this,
okay.
The ones who don't are probably the ones who, they don't, first of all, a man's nature, men are competitive. They shouldn't have a problem with you just dating multiple. Doesn't mean you having sex.
That part, right.
It don't mean none of that. You getting to know multiple people. Like, that's it. You dating multiple people. That doesn't mean you having sex. That doesn't mean you are out here doing any type of crazy stuff. So, yeah, most of them don't like it. But I think the ones who don't like it are the ones who kind of just want to lock somebody in. And that the ones who normally don't like, they usually are the narcissists. They usually are the people who probably are dating multiple people themselves.
Right.
So I wouldn't pay that no mind, because the right one going to come to you.
Right.
Because just like you dating, he should be dating too. Y'all met on a dating app, or y'all met at the grocery store.
Right.
Or what were they doing? You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that too.
Okay.
Especially if you decide to jump on the apps, which I'm going to help you. Not just this one, because you probably need to be on a couple of them. I'm going to help how I go. We're going to dive into these questions. My first one for you, Zippy. Tell a story of a time you pulled up or stopped a partner or someone social media, and why. Have you ever, you probably ain't never did that.
Stalk somebody? No, I've been stalked.
Have you been stalked? Have you ever pulled up on anybody?
You
know what? I can honestly say I ain't never did that either. Okay. Well, I guess we can sit there. What you say, you been stalked?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Oh, it was awful. In my 20s and twice in my 40s.
You must be that girl. I know that poem.
I ain't gonna play with you.
That poem said everything.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna play with you.
Okay. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about dating?
How long it's gonna last? How long they gonna stick around?
So you have anxiety.
Yep.
Why are you thinking about the future while you in the present? Oh, can it be now?
Because
hold on, real quick. Hold on. What is going on? Okay, we all done. Okay, this up now.
Uh-oh. Are you enjoying the show? Are you asleep back there?
No, I can't. I'm learning. Sure, okay. They say it's best to find happiness within yourself first before seeking a relationship. How do you cope with the loneliness in between relationships?
I don't know how to cope with it.
See, that's something else we can dig and dive into.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about that, though.
Okay.
I can't
All right.
put this question to the side.
Okay.
What are your red flags on a first date? I think you gave a really...
Talking about your past.
Like on the first date.
Yep.
Got you.
We're not doing that.
Got you. Which family member has the greatest impact on you and why?
None of them.
Go talk about it.
Okay.
Oh my God, they be telling the audience what projects you got going on. Now she like, girl, you ain't finna get in my business. I'm gonna ask though. Remember what projects you got going on right now?
So I have a book called 10 Ways to Cheat that I reference to football that I need to take the album cover, the book cover for, and get it out there for people to read. Okay. And I do spoken words every Thursday at O'Reilly Sharing Showcase, 3875 Covington Highway, 30032. Decatur, Georgia.
I want to thank you so much for coming on the show.
And we also looking for rappers. So if you're a rapper or artist or anything like that, come to Sharon's, sign up, get on stage. Sharon is giving out trophies. And come and have fun. 3875 Covington Highway, Decatur, Georgia, 30032.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I hope you enjoyed your time.
I did.
I want to thank all of the listeners for tuning in. Don't forget to download the dating app Plan for Keeps. And until next time.